What's up guys, you wanted to see him and I wanted to buy him, so here he is by mutual agreement, the Marvel Legends Agent Anti-Venom. Funny story though, I wasn't actually planning on getting him initially, but when I saw him at GameStop, the pureness of the white was just like, whoa, so I was like, yeah, okay. And the reason I was at GameStop was because I had actually ordered 4 of these NECA Ninja Turtles online, and 3 of the 4 that GameStop sent me were actually opened. And had bad paint jobs. Down here was the only good one. Actually, maybe that's not really a funny story, it's more like a sad one. But what is, I got this cool figure, so let's go and get this review started. Starting with the box front, we get that slick white packaging, and ooh wee, does it look good. Here's one side with some slick artwork, which is actually the same as the other side. Here's the top and the bosom, and here's back with a sick J. Will enhanced glam shot, and ooh wee, does it look good. Now let's get him open. And there he is, guys, the Agent Anti-Venom. Now he's so pure white, I had to use a dark background just so that you can see him. But what can I say, he's too cool for school, so let's take a closer look for books. Actually, I don't think that really works here. Starting with the head sculpt, I really dig the design. It's actually really awesome and really creepy at the same time. His pitch black eyes on that pure white head sculpt just looks insane, and I really dig it. I'm actually really impressed at how clean and pure white that plastic is. It's just like, wow, and it goes on to the body as well. His chest armor here is actually made of a different material than the head right here. This is harder plastic and this is softer rubbery type plastic for his body armor, but they still nailed the pure white look of it. Plus the pure black paint for the spider just looks rad-tacular, along with the texturing they added on the front there. It's like, whoo-hoo, I love the contrast. And the back looks just as awesome as well with the black spider and the white, except there's a little bit less texture on the back, but it's okay. He's got a little hole there too for his tendrils. And if you want, you can actually pop off this body armor by popping that little joint right there, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. And he's got really wicked looking shoulder armor right there. It looks more like a crustacean, you know, like a crab, than it does you know, venomy spider. But hey, pretty cool still. Pretty soft too. It's got a little connection point right there that connects to the body armor. Very soft, gets out of the way pretty impressively, so it's great for the arms. And then the arms look pretty awesome themselves with lots of nice detail. I really like this silver paint and the black there. It's just, the paint job is so crisp. Got his muscle sculpt, and then you got that cool kind of crustacean armor there on his forearm, really prickly. That doesn't hurt, so just don't punch yourself in the face with it. And then you have his hand right there looking pretty awesome, but there's no articulation. It's like, what? Same thing with his other arm too. Exact same thing, no arm articulation. Same design though, although I don't really dig the plastic flares on his bicep there, but the paint hides it, so meh. And moving on down to the legs. Just look at that belt, holy giblets. He's got like everything on here except the kitchen sink. He's even got a little knife there. He's got like smoke grenades, and then he's got like pouches that can hold, you know, Snickers bars and maybe some M&Ms. He's got a water bottle here for some Kool-Aid. I mean, dang, he is packed. Like the paint too. And of course the paint on the thighs look pretty awesome too, just like the arms are super crisp and clean and shiny. I really dig it. It's like, whew, wish I could have more paint applications that were that clean. Then this side has the same thing, except he's got his little gun here strapped to him, a Desert Eagle from what it looks like, but it's stuck in there. Doesn't come out, so that's a bummer, but at least they painted it, so cool. And the lower legs don't have any paint on them, but they don't really need them because the details and sculpting is just jam-packed. I mean, just look at all that. Whew. Love that crustacean-y crab type armor there, even though that's not really supposed to. And look at his boots there. That's his feet, and oh man, that just messed me up. And there's the bottom feet with the Lego Jumbo and some treads. Ooh. And here's an overall look at the whole figure, and man, whoo-wee. The more I look at this figure, the more I like it. But now let's go and move into articulation. His head rotates in the usual circle, has a little bit of side to side, barely any. Goes about that far up and that far down. And what I find funny is despite his massive shoulder armor here, he has more range than most Marvel Legends, which is impressive. Also spins in a circle just like the others. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, but no hand articulation, which is a bummer, although it does rotate, so I guess no, that doesn't really make up for it. And because of that chest armor, he only goes about that far back and that far forward, springs back as well, but he does spin, so meh. And for his leg joints, he's got some weird ones. They're little balls right there, as you can see, and when you spin them, the entire thing spins with it. but it does have a little joint that can go that far forward and backwards as well. But yeah, that's interesting. And it's got the double jointed knee and also the ankle that goes that far back, that far forward, and spindly doos. And for accessories, he comes with tentacles and guns. Oh geez, where'd those go? Not my greatest life choice. The tendrilicles come in that pure white plastic, just like the rest of the figure, nice and bendy as well. And it's actually got some really nice textures going on it as well, which is pretty cool. And the little handhold here for the weapons. And despite this just being a plug and play, just like so, there actually is one way to put it on where it actually sits flush. And it's not this way, as you can see, there's a gap up there. Nor is it this way, because there's still a gap, as you can see, right there. Nor is it this way, obviously, because that didn't work. So when you flip it this way though, boop, sits nice and flush all the way around. So that is the only way it'll go in if you want it flush, and that's with the little short ones on top and the super long one on bottom, which kind of a bummer. I kind of wish there was an option, but hey, whatevs. And it comes with dual Glocks here, both of which look exactly the same. So we'll just take a closer look at one. Just look at that nice detail right there. Whew. Love that detail right there. They even got the little barrel in the front. That's pretty impressive. And he also comes with dual MP5Ks, which also are both exactly the same, just like the Glock, and also like the Glock. Whew, look at those details. I am loving that. Such micro details. Look at the barrel in the front too. Whew. And the Picatinny rail. And here he is, fully accessorized, and man, I'm just digging it. He just looks so cool and just wowzers. Although one caveat, his hands only seem to be designed to hold the Glock, because if you try to put the MP5K in there, as you can see, it just doesn't work. Like, even if you try to stick his finger in the trigger, it just doesn't want to fit very well. So that's kind of a bummer. You're just kind of stuck with putting in the Glock in his hand and then the MP5s in his tendricles, but oh well, still looks cool. But man, fully accessorized, he's so geared up with body armor, guns, and just all this other goody stuff. I would say he's ready for war.
What are you looking at, midget?
And for some comparisons, here he is next to the Marvel Select Venom, the Legends 80-year Iron Man Classic, the Legends Iron Spider Dude, and the Marvel Toy Box Spider Dude. And here he is next to some Stormtroopers. And Donatello. Oh, I knocked him down too. Dang it. There we go. Now it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Well guys, this figure, I dig it. The white on it is just so pure and clean that you don't even have to like the character to appreciate the figure. And on a side note, some of you did, so did my Triple Force Friday adventure vlog, and I have to admit, I did pick some things up. So I do have some Star Wars Rise of Skywalker toy reviews coming up, but I also have some surprise Marvel figures coming, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for joining me on another review, and until the next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.